So here's the 1989 Ford Merkur. Actually, it's a Merkur, not a Ford. German word for Mercury. And this is just as is. Just bought it. Just doing just a quick walk around before I push it into the garage. Gonna get that window replaced. But this just kind of shows the car. And then it's an automatic. So we're gonna put it in neutral and see if we'll get this thing going. And it says it has 49,000 miles. I'm assuming that's 149. These weren't known for good interiors, but I think that's probably 140,000. And it's got a sunroof. Doors closed. You got struts, but it was pulled off the road because of a leaky radiator, so hopefully that's the issue. Got a bunch of extra parts for it, but there's the car before. And then here's the back. This is the way it came. I got some struts to replace that. And then the coolest thing are the center caps, which are right there. So they kind of mimic the old BBS wheels, and then sort of like they got a center lug. You know, like they don't have lug nuts, center lug like racing. So yeah, lots of extra stuff. Gonna do an inventory. And yeah, the interior looks pretty good. And I think it only has like one crack in the dash. Yeah, these all crack. So let's see if I can get right there, that crack. And I think that's it. Yahoo! So here's the engine, and the odometer says 49,000, and looking at the brake pedal and some of the other stuff, I think that's what it would be, because this body's in really good condition, and I don't think it's been driven that much, but we'll probably end up doing a compression test if I get it running. But the reason it was parked was a new radiator, and figured I'd show this before. I'm just going to do a quick clean. And then this is all the paperwork and brochures for the car. Got the title, and then I got the DVD, and the factory manual is over 1,600 pages. That just scares me. But I picked these up in my internet travels. So this is also on the DVD. And then what's cool is this is all the original paperwork, and in the 60s and 70s, they had a thing called a Protecto plate, which was what they used at the dealership, and they would put it through a machine that was used for credit cards, and that's the way they would do your warranty work. And then just some cool stuff. This is from 1989, and there's the car right there, man. So it doesn't look too bad. And then this Rapido is at the marketplace. Got some receipts for stuff, but and we've got the traditional Chilton. So there's all the literature for this car. So I've got all the extra parts I got with the car organized, and wanted to do a video. That way I can always go back and refer to these. That metal part right there, I'm not sure if that goes with this car, because most everything is plastic. But this is a side that goes like right here. And then what's great is I got these are the corners for like right here. So I think I've got enough between these two to rebuild this right side. So that was the only thing. Cosmetically, got some stuff. This goes on top of the steering. Door shut really good. Some odds and ends. And then the other thing I have is these are fog lights, And this turn signal, it looks broken, but it's, I think it's made. I think the fog light goes in there. Oh, it must be broken. So that's the correct way right there. That's the way it looks. So it looks like that turn signal is cracked, but it's not that big of a deal. And then I think this side marker light goes with, maybe with that. I think it's, you never know. So that's all the lights. Looks like some extra fog lights. And then in the engine compartment, there's another water pump, and it's hooked to all the lines. I don't know what the engine actually looks like, so got that overflow. And then just odds and ends. And this is just some of it is lots of extras, like all those fuses right there, windshield wipers. That's probably for the AC or the radiator for the AC. Some rubber stuff, and then this I'm not sure. I think maybe that goes with the manual transmission. A lower steering arm, it looks like, that's brand new. And then this I have no idea what it is. I'll have to look it up. So, got an oil filter, a fuel filter, a brand new timing belt, all the other ancillary belts. Got this thing that's like a charcoal canister, and then got some interior parts, and then this is called a switch interrupter. So looks like something that goes into the engine block. And then the rest of the stuff, got a gasket for the valve cover, and then I think that's a voltage regulator. I think Ford has been building those forever. Once again, an odd one. It's like an idler for the steering, power steering, or the belt. I think that's for the water pump. And then that's the pulley, I think, for the water pump. Got the covers, thank goodness, for the engine. So there's the timing mark. So there you go. That's all the parts that came with it, and you never know if they came off the same car, but I think the majority is off of this car, or maybe a parts car. And then got a brand new tire, and then here was the odd one. This thing couldn't figure out what it went to, didn't have a Ford part number. Looked it up, and we thought it was a kick panel, and that's for your lawnmower. So that's where your grass goes out. So you never know when you get a mishmash of stuff. And then over here we got the radiator fan. Got a brand new radiator right there. Bunch of keys, extra door locks, because right now this door lock has been augered out. And then the cool wheel covers, and thankfully I only had 3 of these locks, but one thing you do when you do artisanal cleaning is you check every orifice, and I found the 4th one laying in the back of the trunk where you would never see it. So a couple extra lug nuts, and then I got the interior holder that looks, it might be original, and then these are the lifts I got, and then this will be the window that goes where that is. And then I got these extra quarter windows, so that's pretty much everything that came with the car that's organized. And then here's the extra parts. That's a 5-speed transmission. I think it's called a T9. Looks like it's got the bell housing. And then I didn't know what this was, but this looks like it goes over the clutch rod there. Looks like that'd be for a 5-speed conversion. And then I've got an extra deck lid, and I'm not sure if, I'm assuming they were all the same, because this is the biplane spoiler that attaches to that. And the other thing that comes with it is a door. The one I have is got a little dent in the front. This one's clean with a window and a side mirror and a door handle and the lower cowling. So it looks pretty good. So those are the extra parts I got with the car.
He took a notebook and ballpoint from his shirt pocket. Then he asked, Argentina, huh? I thought you said Uruguay. We farm in Uruguay, Sweaty said. We play polo in Argentina. It's only half an hour in the plane from Uruguay. Oh.
And then that's what the spoiler looks like on the rear right there. This is for pre-88, 89, I think, because this is what they look like. This is a final year, so it was to mimic the Cosworth rally cars they had that were based on this car and the Scorpion. But that one looks super cool. That should be on this black car. So I forgot about these springs. So they're some sort of color coded, but those go with the merkur.